That is genius. So I was not planning on doing a video today. However, I got a package in the mail and I'm too excited. I have to open it, and I have to open it now. So, let me tuck this little piece of hair in there. Okay, let's do this. All right, so I am wearing my spooky sweatshirt. That should be a clue if I didn't already put it in the thumbnail. If you don't know, I am so tired of summer and I want it to be fall now. I need it to be fall now. This kit I have known about for 4 or 5 months, and I have been super duper excited to get this, even though it's Thunder Bay Press. But this looks like so much fun. Okay, so I pre-ordered it so that it would arrive today. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. So I'm curious in the comments, how many of you actually knew this kit existed before this video? Because I'm one of those people who just searches Amazon randomly and like, what's new in the world of crochet? Because, you know, I review stuff for the channel, and so I always want to see if there's new stuff to review. And Beetlejuice. Full disclosure, Beetlejuice is not my favorite Tim Burton film. In fact, I can go several years without seeing it. It's not one of those things I have to see every single Halloween or anything, but there are a couple scenes that I dearly love. Of course, I love the dinner scene like everyone does, you know, Harry Belafonte, and the ending, of course, so fun. But there's a couple characters I just love, and they don't have patterns. You know, everybody makes Lydia and Beetlejuice, right? But there's some characters that didn't get patterns. This kit makes up for it. So I am praying this is a good kit, because I want to do this kit now. I'm not making every single one of these. Sorry, no. But these 2 characters I have to make. One is a Miss Argentina. Did you even read the handbook? I love her. And then the other one, it's not as much of a talker. It's the magician's assistant at the very end. Where is she? There she is. With the couch. Yes. Ah, okay. So who can we make? Besides those 2 that I'm very excited about. Oh, I actually like Beetlejuice's little tombstone. That one's cute. Should we just, we should just open it. Let's just do that. You know what? Let's just open it. Oh, y'all, it's a sign. It's a sign. Look at the 2 that are on the top. How perfect is that? It was meant to be. Okay. Oh no. Oh, I tore the box a little bit, but that's okay. Oh, yay! More of the ugly yarn. Oh, this one looks interesting. What's this made of? So normally we get this stuff. It's a little softer than normal, but it's the worst yarn. Ugh. I usually save this stuff for stuffing. But this one intrigues me. This one feels like it's made of cotton. Oh, I wonder if it's glow in the dark for Beetlejuice's hair. Ooh, I don't know. I do not know. Okay, so we have black, green, white, gray, dark gray, a little bit, skin tone, and a little bit of this plum color. What's that for? Maybe his eyes? We also have a metal hook, yay, 3.25. Now, What I'm curious about is if it's actually 3.25. Because so many of these kits have been wrong about the size hook that goes with the pattern. So many of them it's supposed to be 3.5. But we'll find out. Maybe it's right. And we've got some safety eyes and a little bit of thread and a needle, a sharp needle to do embroidery. And then a big thing of fluff. I don't know what this did. It didn't hold anything. Ooh, more black yarn. Big thing of fluff. Okay. By the way, I actually save these inserts and I use them inside my drawers, and that's how I organize my pens. My pens and my pencils in my drawers. So, you know, this can be used for other things. Maybe you can even put crochet hooks in there. Maybe your crochet hooks go on one side and like your notions and stuff can go in little compartments on the other side. Maybe you could use this and kind of add it like a little divider. Oh, wait. Yeah, that could work. Huh. We discovered a recycling use for these things. How nice. Okay, so the crochet designer for this kit is Illaria Calari. I love her. She usually partners with Irene Strange and they do amigurumi adventures, the advent calendar that happens once a year, and then they do School of Magic, which happens once a year. They do a couple collaborations together. One is School of Magic and one is Amigurumi Adventures, and why couldn't I just say that? Yeah, anyway. So they partner together a lot and I like her design. However, you need to know, unless Amazon has fixed it, because I did warn the designer that they said it was, that they're using their name. Amazon will tell you that the designer is Janie somebody and Megan Kreiner. I thought Megan Kreiner had something to do with this. She does not. But I told her, Amazon is using your name. You need to know that. So hopefully they fixed it by now. But yeah, it's Illaria Calari. She also did the Nightmare Before Christmas kit as well, which I have talked about on my channel too. Yeah, I have. Okay, Beetlejuice. We can make Beetlejuice, Lydia, Tombstone, Adam, Barbara, Sandworm, Delia's Sculpture. Which one? Juno, Magician's Assistant, Harry the Hunter. Harry the Hunter? Miss Argentina, Beetlejuice in his wedding suit, Lydia in her wedding dress, and that's it. Okay, I'm going to be really curious when we get to Harry the Hunter. Who is that? I'm going to try and do it this way so I don't expose anything. There we go. There's a Beetlejuice. The ghost with the most. Beetlejuice unleashes chaos as a bioexorcist who promises to rid the house of troublesome livings. He can usually be found skulking among the tombstones, trying to lure customers with his fast-talking ways as he schemes to escape the netherworld. This project can be made using the materials in the kit, including glow-in-the-dark yarn for his hair. Haha. I thought so. Okay, here we go. Let's find out. Materials needed. 3.25 millimeter hook. Okay, good. Light worsted weight yarn. Okay, now that's confusing. Usually lightweight yarn means 3. Light worsted weight yarn. I mean, it looks like worsted weight, I think. Well, actually, I would consider this more closer to a DK. Figuring out what yarn to use of my own stash might be difficult. I'll make it work. Okay. So, now wait a minute. Okay. It says materials on one side, and then it says yarn used to make the image you see here in the picture on the other, which I finally am glad that somebody has mentioned which yarn they used, because I really have been asking that for a while. But, they don't match. First of all, we are supposed to use a 3.25 millimeter hook. No problem, comes in the kit. Light worsted weight yarn, still confusing, but okay, in purple, light gray, white, black, and the glow-in-the-dark yarn in green. A pair of 8mm safety eyes also comes in the kit. Embroidery thread in black comes in the kit. Metal tapestry needle, kit. Stuffing, kit. Scissors, not in the kit. Straight pins, not in the kit. Stitch markers, not in the kit. Okay. You'd think they give you at least one stitch marker, you know, for people who are beginners. Because supposedly beginners can do this. I'm going to tell you right now, no, that is not true. The yarn used, however, to make Beetlejuice, get this, paint box yarn cotton DK. In aubergine, champagne white, misty gray, pure black, and Lion Brand DIY glow-in-the-dark worsted green. Ooh, I think I just bought that. Anyway, and a 2.75 millimeter hook. And then it says it's supposed to be approximately 8 inches tall. 8 inches tall? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be 8 inches tall. I think it's going to be way shorter, more like 4. I have paint box cotton DK, and I am super tempted to use it just to see, you know, if it's really going to be that height, if you really can use that yarn with that hook. I don't know. We'll have to see. Okay, anyway, I'm going to do a review on this later, but we're just talking about what's actually in the kit right now. Apparently you can also use the kit to make Lydia Deetz. This project can be made using the materials in your kit, so they say. She's cute. Personally, I think her eyes are way too far apart and I would put them closer together, but that's just a me thing, you know? That's just personal preference. Goth girl Lydia loves writing poetry, taking photographs, and communing with dead people. Sure. She alone spots the ghosts living in her house in the Winter River, and she is the one who tries to protect them by calling on Beetlejuice. Well, she tried to do the right thing. Again, we use a 3.25 millimeter hook. The material's in your kit. But she used paint box cotton DK and a 2.75 millimeter hook. Now she is supposed to be 7 inches tall with the hat on. I'm confused. She's cute, but I'm confused. There's also the tombstone. Is it on the box? Yes. Tombstone is there because there's pattern everywhere. I can't really show you, so there it is. And that one you're supposed to use, well, this one you're actually supposed to use the 2.75 millimeter hook and DK yarn, so okay. And that one would be 4.25 inches tall. Also, it teaches you how to embroider the letters on the tombstone. That's nice. Okay, Adam. Confused by his abrupt entry into the afterlife, Adam Maitland, together with his wife Barbara, tries to adjust. After learning that they must stay in their home for 125 years, the couple do their best to scare the new residents, the Deetz family, into leaving their house. Now, this one says we're supposed to use 2.75 millimeter hook and DK yarn. Okay, so here's what I would do if I was making this kit, which I am. I would stick with DK yarn and a 2.75 millimeter hook or a 3 millimeter. I've used a 3 millimeter. with DK yarn. It's fine. Unless you want to make the entire thing out of worsted weight yarn, and then I would do that with the 3.25 millimeter hook or 3.5, depending how big you want to make it. Just make sure you're consistent. They aren't, but just make sure you're consistent. Oh, and here's Adam. Just a warning, he's in his scary suit, so yeah. He doesn't look like a person. He's got the eyeballs on his fingers, and, you know, he did the thing with his nose, and yeah. I don't really feel like making that one. Or this one. Barbara and her husband Adam try numerous ghostly tactics to oust the Deetzes from their home, including summoning the malevolent Beetlejuice. The couple befriend young Lydia and ultimately become her like ghostly parental figures, content to share their home with the Deetzes eventually. 2.75 millimeter hook, DK yarn. Here we go again. Paint box yarn, DK is what she used. Ah, okay, I was wondering what she used for the dress. It's called Spray Pink. Okay. That's pretty. And this is supposed to be 7 inches tall. Again, I'm skeptical. Barbara's in her scaring outfit. If you've never seen the movie, I know this probably looks very peculiar to you, but if you've seen the movie, it makes perfect sense. If you do not like snakes, don't look at the screen when I tell you. Okay? The Sandworm. Giant worms that can consume other supernatural creatures. Sandworms nearly catch Adam when he tries to retrace his steps to the fatal car crash. Later, Barbara rides the Sandworm to rescue Lydia, and the thing swallows Beetlejuice, sending him back to the afterlife's waiting room. Spoilers. Sorry. 2.75 millimeter hook. DK yarn. She used paintbox.cotton DK again, and a 2.75 millimeter hook. I'm not a fan of this one. Okay. 3, 2, 1. If you're afraid of snakes, don't look. Okay, it's gone. No more snake. Or worm or whatever. Delia's sculpture. So, Delia is Lydia's stepmom, and she makes these very strange sculptures, and yeah. That's basically it. Juno. The afterlife caseworker assigned to the Maitlands, Juno warns Barbara and Charles to evict the Deetzes on their own rather than summoning Beetlejuice because he, quote, does not work well with others. As she puffs on a cigarette, plumes of smoke rise from the slit in her throat. Why would you write that? 2.75 millimeter hook, DK yarn, same as always. This one's coming in from the other side because she's on the other side of the page now. So there's Juno. I gotta say, I think they make her look way younger than she is in the movie, but whatever. This is one of the ones I want to make. Magician's assistant. Cut in half by her employer during a failed magic trick, the magician's assistant awaits with the others in the deceased of the netherworld waiting room. You know, you try to do a good thing, you try to work with the magician, and then he cuts you in half. Couldn't have practiced on like a stick. Where's her nose? Oh, it's there. I just can barely see it. Oh, poor thing. 2.75 millimeter hook, DK yarn. Wait, this is hilarious. Upper part, 4.5 inches tall. Lower part, 3 inches tall. Come on, she's cute. I like her. think I want to use my own yarn though, so that her magician's outfit is all sparkly, because, you know, normally their outfits are very flashy, so I think that'd be cute. Oh, they're 2 closed pieces. I didn't see that coming. I wish I could show you this picture of just randomly her legs just sitting there, because I think it's funny. Oh, there's a tip. Wrap a small box in white paper, or use any color you prefer. Secure the top and bottom parts of the magician's assistant with straight pins. Oh, for photographs. Oh, cute. I love it. I want to do that. Oh, that's Harry the Hunter. I don't think I ever knew what his job was. Harry the Hunter. Dressed as a big game hunter, Harry sits in the waiting room of the afterlife. After he died, his head was shrunk, and apparently by the same witch doctor who later shrinks Beetlejuice's head. I didn't realize that was his occupation. Poor Harry. Okay, normally the shrunken head guy, I'm not a fan. She made him look really cute. Still don't think I'd make him, but she made him really cute. Look at that. He's kind of cute for a shrunken head guy. This is probably the one I'm going to make first. Miss Argentina. Also known as the receptionist, Miss Argentina works in the netherworld waiting room, organizing the ghosts and dispensing information. Those who died by self-infliction are consigned to work as bureaucrats in the afterlife. She tells the Maitlands that if she'd known that, I wouldn't have had my little accident. 2.75 millimeter hook, DK yarn. Oh, this one she used a different cotton. This one she used Happy Cotton DK. I don't know what Happy Cotton DK is. The colors laundry and ketchup. I am not making this up. She also used some paint box cotton for the champagne white and red wine. Red wine. Oh, her little cape. I don't know if I ever realized she was wearing a cape. I think I thought that was a collar. Did you guys realize she was wearing a cape in the movie? I don't think I ever realized that. Oh yeah, and you gotta put Miss Argentina across her banner. That's gonna be fun to stitch. But I will do it for all of you. Oh, and by the way, almost all of these you need 8 millimeter safety eyes. They give you 2 sets for Beetlejuice and Lydia, but then you need your own to make the others. Beetlejuice in his wedding suit. Okay, this is hilarious. She purposely made it so that it looks like his suit is way too small. That is genius. I love this so much. She made it look like his suit is too small. You can see that his pants are like barely fitting, and his vest looks like it's being stretched to the max. Look at this. Look. Beetlejuice coerces Lydia into agreeing to marry him so that he will leave the Maitlands alone, who have accidentally been exorcised by Otho. If Beetlejuice marries a human, he will be free to return to wreak havoc on the world of the living. Oh, this is cute. Okay, so you're about to see Lydia anyway, so it's not really a spoiler, but that's cute. I mean, you know, for terrible circumstances, but the image is cute. Lydia in her wedding dress. Basically everything they said about Beetlejuice in that one. You know the story now. So here's her little outfit that you just saw. You have to love sewing if you do this one. Oh, this is nice. In the back, they have an abbreviations chart. In case you don't know. I can't decide which one to do first. They both sound so... I may have to, like, draw a name out of a hat or something, because those 2 patterns, the Magician's Assistant and Miss Argentina, are the ones I definitely want to make. I'm sorry, I don't really want to make Beetlejuice, but if anybody else gets this kit, I guarantee they probably will. So you can go to their reviews for that one. But I really want to make those two because those characters just make me laugh. And the magician's assistant doesn't say anything in the movie. I just love her side eye and when Beetlejuice tries to flirt with her and stuff. Yeah. I like her. And obviously she made an impression on Illaria as well. She didn't have to include her. So, I mean, she could have had Delia in here, or Otho, or other people from the dinner party. You know, so obviously the magician's assistant meant something to her too. So I'm not alone in that. Well, this is going to be a lot of fun. And I can't wait for you guys to see my review this fall. No, you're not going to see it right now, and you're not going to see it anytime soon. You're going to see it this fall. Sorry. But I have plans for this because, if you didn't know, I'm bringing back Tim Burton Tuesday, and this is one of the reasons why. Well, that, and you guys really wanted me to. But this is one of the reasons why I brought it back, because I figured Beetlejuice is one of the movies I haven't talked about yet. So, haha. Did you know this kit was coming? How many of you knew the Beetlejuice kit was actually, like, coming? Because even my favorite little Halloween yarny channels, I haven't heard them talk about this. Kind of hoping they watch, so now they know. Thank you so much for being here today. Remember, life happens, yarn helps, and Spoonies can stitch it up too. Bye.